Wednesday lunchtime, thank you for joining us. And Yorkshire MP and Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, has today backed a plan to reopen Doncaster Sheffield Airport. Now, it comes as the government set out a series of projects aimed at kick-starting the UK economy. The focus is on large infrastructure projects aimed at economic growth. Well, the Chancellor swung her support behind the South Yorkshire leaders' plans to get planes flying in and out of Doncaster Sheffield Airport again, with a new name too, South Yorkshire Airport City.
The last government stood by as Doncaster Sheffield Airport was closed by its owner, despite the overwhelming support for it to stay open. It now sits idle, despite the potential to drive jobs and growth across the north. So I can announce today that we will work with Doncaster Council and the Mayor of South Yorkshire, Oliver Coppard, to support their efforts to recreate South Yorkshire Airport City as a thriving regional airport.
So we spoke to Oliver Coppard, South Yorkshire's mayor, and we asked him what he thought. He welcomed Rachel Reeves' announcement and support for the reopening. He says government backing could be vital to getting the project completed.
Well, I'm really pleased that Rachel has included us in her plans for growth around aviation in particular. We're a quick win, quite honestly, for this government. This government needs to create growth. We all know that. This country needs growth. And Doncaster Sheffield Airport can be a massive part of that solution. It's a huge growth project. We've now got the backing of the government. We've got to get the plans from Doncaster Council, which will be presented to the MCA in the next few weeks. We've got to then do our due diligence, and we then want to take a final decision in summer. We'll work with the government hand in glove now with the Department for Transport, with the MOD, with Ed's department, DESNES, to make sure that we're getting the investment, the opportunities, that we can work with them on a whole range of things to try and make this work as best as it possibly can, because we've got huge ambitions for the airport, for gateways, for Doncaster and the whole of South Yorkshire, and the government are saying they support that plan. I've said from day one, I want to reopen DSA, but I've also said it's got to be a good use of taxpayers' money. We've got to be able to unlock the opportunities that exist. We've got the support of the government now, but I've got to make sure that that money is used well, and the government would want that as well. So let's look at the numbers, get to a decision as quickly as we can, but make sure that decision is the right one.
But campaigners have already gathered outside the Chancellor's constituency office in West Yorkshire, protesting against the plan to build a third runway at Heathrow and other airport developments. So Rachel Reeves insisted the expansion would be in line with climate objectives, but protesters, they disagree.
Their own scientific advisors have said for a long time now that there should be no airport expansion until there's proven technologies to reduce CO2. But she doesn't appear to be listening to the scientists. She's listening to the airline bosses because they're the only ones who are going to benefit from this.